The Vayu Purana says Ishvara will come as the Guru along with four Sishyas. And indeed, Adi Shankara had four key disciples. Each was known for a unique quality. Padmapada for his intense devotion, Sureshwara for his knowledge, Hastamalaka for supreme self realization, and Totaka for his service. Let's hear about their stories today. Padmapada earned this name because Shankara had once commanded him to cross a flooded Ganga river. He blindly obeyed his guru, and a miracle happened. Instead of drowning, each step he took, a lotus bloomed, supporting his feet and bringing him safely across the river. Before he met Shankara, Padmapada was once going to a mountain to practice Narasimha Japa. On his way, a curious hunter asked why he was there. Thinking the hunter wouldn't understand, Padmapada simply replied, "I am here to see a half man, half lion." "I know every inch of this forest and have never seen such a creature," said the hunter. "I will bring it to you by tomorrow evening, otherwise, I will kill myself." And he spent the next 2 days combing the forest. At dusk on the second day, as the hunter admitted defeat and prepared to end his life, a half man, half lion appeared before him. Delighted, he trapped the creature and took it to Padmapada. "I cannot see you, Narasimha. Why have you given your darshan to this uncultured hunter but not me?" Padmapada began to lament. A voice spoke. "He had one pointed focus on me for 2 days, staking his own life. Such intensity takes thousands of years to achieve. Even rishis find it difficult. You've been blessed to hear my voice, and I will appear before you when you need me." In those days, there were Kapalikas, flesh-eating devotees of Shiva, whose practices Shankara had condemned. One such Kapalika confronted Shankara in debate, and when he found himself outmatched, decided he must kill him. Playing on Shankara's compassion, he said, "I need the body of a learned man such as you to complete my offering to Shiva." Shankara readily agreed, saying, "Please come to kill me when I am meditating alone, otherwise my disciples will never allow it." The Kapalika returned to kill Shankara later that day. Before he could harm Shankara, he was torn into two by a furious Padmapada who had come running. Shankara later commented that Padmapada's former practice of the Narasimha Japa resulted in the fury of Narasimha entering his body in the critical moment, causing him to kill the Kapalika in such a manner. Padmapada went on to become the first Acharya of the Dwaraka Mutt in the West. Mandana Mishra, whose story we heard last episode, took sannyas from Shankara and was named Sureshwara. He went on to head the Sringeri Mutt in the south. His wife Saraswani agreed to remain on earth in the form of the Sharada Pita, which stands today still in the Sringeri Mutt. Shankara met Hastamalaka when he travelled along present-day Karnataka and found a boy who was mute since birth. "Only you can make my son speak," his father lamented. "Who are you?" Shankara asked the boy. "I am not the earth, not ether, not a woman or man, but am pure consciousness," the boy replied. Not realizing the profundity of his son's words, his father took him back, merely happy he had been cured. Yet, once they reached home, the boy refused to speak again. The agitated father brought the boy back to Shankara, leaving him saying, "This is not my child, he is yours." Shankara named him Hastamalaka because self-knowledge was as evident to him as an Amalaka would be to one who was holding it in his hand. Hastamalaka went on to become the first head of the Govardhana Mutt in the east. Totakacharya, originally called Giri, was neither learned nor self-aware like Shankara's other disciples. He was, however, totally devoted to Shankara, taking complete care of his daily needs. One day, Shankara was waiting for Giri to return from an errand before he started the day's discourse. Padmapada impatiently remarked, "Why wait for him? You might as well lecture this wall instead, so dim-witted is Giri." Upset, Shankara desired to bless Giri for his devotion, bestowing upon him all the knowledge of the Shastras in a single flash. To the shock of the other disciples, Giri returned blissfully singing the praise of Shankara in brilliant Sanskrit verses in the Totaka meter. These verses are now called Totakashtakam, and Giri earned the moniker Totakacharya. He became the first head of the Jyotirmath in the north. That all of these mutts continue to stand strong today are testament to Shankara, his philosophy, and his disciples. This is Sukanya signing off, and we have one last episode of Shankara. Thank you.